So today I'm going to show you how to make Daenerys' Dothraki skirt, and then next week I'll show you how to make the top, because obviously it's done, I just don't have the video cut yet. So today is just the skirt, and stay tuned after the tutorial because I'm doing a little audio giveaway. It's really easy to enter, so stay tuned for that after the tutorial. So I started by getting some tan alova. Her skirt was actually kind of a greenish gray, but this was about the closest I could find. Then I got a lighter piece to use as the waistband. So it's a few shades lighter than the brown. And then I took them outside and sprayed them with some dark brown food coloring. You can kind of see it here, it gives it kind of a weathered look. So then lay out the waistband with the fluffy side up. And because it's supposed to look like a piece of leather, it would have ragged edges, so I just took my scissors and cut a bunch of little jagged cuts in there to make it uneven. So there's my little waistband with a rough edge. So then I took the tan piece, the big tan piece, and I cut two rectangles where the top is just about an inch smaller than the bottom. And so there's the two pieces stacked together there. And then up on the smaller part, the part that's an inch smaller, that's going to be the waist. So I cut an indentation so it would fit properly around my waist. And the top of this, the waist part, is just wide enough to go around my waist and overlap a couple inches. And so then with the waistband piece still laying fluffy side up, I laid both of those long rectangles on top of it, also with the fluffy side up, the fluffy side of the alova. And the nice thing about alova is the edges never fray. And so then after fighting my cat for the distressed brown fabric, that's what this looks like. It kind of looks like leather. But it's just distressed brown fabric I found in JoAnn Fabrics. So I cut a 9-inch piece of that. And hers looked more like it was woven from some grasses or something, but this was the closest thing I could find. And since it is just polyester, it's very thin. So I took some black felt and cut an 8-inch piece of that and laid it on the inside. And then sewed the edges all the way up around it. So when you flip it back over, there's little seam lines around the edges, and it looks like leather and it makes it a little thicker, gives it a better weight to hang down the skirt. So then lay everything along the top edge of that waistband and just run a stitch across all of it. Yes, you'll see the stitch, but that's okay because it'll be hidden in a few minutes. So once I had stitched all across the top, you just unfold the waistband, and then it folds over the way it's supposed to, making it look like the inside of the lower skirt. Then just sew on a few pieces of brown ribbon or bias tape to hold the skirt on. So then I cut out of cardboard some eye-shaped pieces, and the nice thin cardboard, and then I just painted them with some metallic copper paint, just like that. And then some antique gold. And you just want to take a dry brush and just kind of bounce it up and down to give it that kind of hammered metal look, like that. And so then I just glued all those onto a piece of, you can either use brown ribbon or I'm using some really thick bias tape I had here, but just hot glue all those little fake metal pieces right onto the center of that. And they catch the light. Then I got a piece of green trim. It's not as thick as hers, but that was the closest I could find. And so those just go around the waist and they'll tie around the back. I have the order reverse in this, but the green actually goes on the bottom. And they just tie around the back. So you can kind of see it there where all the ties are. So then I just took a pair of black leggings that I usually use for the Wonder Woman costume. She actually had like leather leggings, but I couldn't find anything that looked like that, so I just used black leggings. And then I just took a pair of boots that I already had because, hey, they're free. I'm Daenerys Stormborn of the House of Targaryen, the first of her name, the mother of dragons, the unburnt, the breaker of chains, the queen of Meereen, the Khaleesi of the great... Girl has too many names. So, the giveaway. So I just finished recording my fantasy novel as an audiobook because I had several requests to do it. I am totally not a voice actor, but I had several requests to record it as an audiobook, so I did, and hopefully it sounds good. So I was going to give away a couple freebies of the recording, so I was going to do 3 of them, and it's really simple to enter. All you have to do is share this Daenerys video on either Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, and you have to do it publicly, otherwise I can't find it, and use the hashtag #RaiseYourElf-esteem so that I can find it, and that's going to run through May 18th. because that's a full moon, of course. It has to be a full moon. And so between now and May 18th, you can share it on either Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest with the hashtag Raise Your Elf-Esteem. And then on May 18th, I'll pick one person from each of the 3 platforms to win a copy of the audio recording. Yes, you can increase your odds of winning by posting it on all 3, that's totally fine. But so just to enter, just share the Daenerys video, the link to this video, on either Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, or all 3 if you want to increase your odds. And then on May 18th, I will pick 3 winners, one from each one, to win a copy of the audio recording.